Hey, what's up, you guys? It's your girl Lauren Sizzle, and you are now tuned in to one of the hottest talk shows in the nation. We Talk Weekly's After the Talk.
I'm Classy Lady Sparkle. You want to binge listen to our shows? Follow the We Talk Weekly's podcast on iHeartRadio, iTunes, and Spreaker.
What up, folks? It's your boy Charles Gregory. Make sure to follow us on all our socials at We Talk Weekly.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Lily. So make sure you keep it locked to We Talk Weekly on 106.5 FM.
We Talk Weekly's After the Talk on WPPMLP Philadelphia 106.5 FM. We Talk Weekly's After the Talk with your boy Charles Gregory and the beautiful. And the beautiful.
Taniqua Jones.
Lady at that.
And the beautiful. Go ahead, chime in.
Taniqua Jones.
There we go. You know, what I mean, all right, one of a visiting correspondent right now. You know, shout out to her. You know, doing some big things as a boss. Yeah, she everything under the sun. Yes. So kudos to her. She did a dynamic interview. But we about to get into someone with whom I have a tremendous amount of respect for. If you don't know, you about to find out today, man. There you go. So here you go. We're gonna shout out to Miss Jones. Why don't you tell us who we have today? Who do we have today?
So today we have the lovely, beautiful king, almighty Wavyy Jonez.
No doubt. I know, right? There you go. I love that. That's how she's supposed to hold it down, though.
That's right.
She's supposed to hold it down like that. Remember, I told you, like, the sisters got to support these brothers, and we got to support those sisters, so it's good. I like the good energy. So without further ado, my guy, Wavyy Jonez, how are you, my brother?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm good, man. Appreciate you for coming to the show, man.
Sure, thanks for having me.
Man, you got a lot of stuff going down, man. You're doing a lot of things, man. You know, looking at your path, looking at your voyage, man, it's a sight to see, and it's good, and it's inspiring, you know. Not only are you doing music, you're doing acting, you know, you're doing a lot of different things, man. Yeah. But I want to start from the beginning, because music is your passion. Right. You know, what got you into music, man?
I was young, man. I was in like daycare or whatever, and the ladies was doing poetry. They was teaching the kids how to format poetry. Yeah, sure. And I was like, I love this. I started doing the poetry. I started hearing my favorite rappers and stuff, and I just started writing rhymes, man. Yeah. I've been doing it ever since 5 years old. I've been consistently just trying to get nice with the skill. Yeah,
for sure. You're definitely nice. I've been listening to a lot of your freestyles. You know we're going to put you on the spot later.
Uh-oh.
You know what I mean? After this, we're going to have to put you on the spot, my brother. You know what I'm saying? Because we've been hearing a lot of stuff from you, man. And you know, we talked a little bit about, and I want to get your take on this. We talked about the drill music, you know what I'm saying? And you know, you're totally different from that. I mean, literally, I could put you in a battle arena, and you gonna hold your own with that. But you know, what's your take on like the new music and where music is going?
I love drill music, man. Yeah. I love more the beats. I mean, the beats is crazy. Now, as far as the messaging goes, I'm very strong on messaging and stuff like that, whatever we're putting out to the people. Yeah, for sure. So I think that's more important, to kind of look at that messaging and what we telling everybody. And I feel like a lot of them are just, they're angry, you know, and they're telling these stories because they're angry. Yeah. And this is the day-to-day lifestyle of a black man in America.
Real.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel that anger. Like, when I listen to music, I try to listen a little bit deeper than what's on the surface. Yeah. I'm not just looking at what everybody else is saying. I'm listening to the story, and I'm like, wow. Like, because even people from back in the day, they was telling these beautiful stories, but you really have to open your ears and open your heart and really listen. Yeah. And they're crying out for help, man. And I feel like that's for us to kind of get into these communities and let them know that there's a better way to do these things, opposed to just drifting off to this voyage that they have set for you, because that's the thing. Like, you need to get out here and be like, yo, there's another way to do it. Yeah. But that's what the industry is promoting.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what they're going to get caught up in.
Yeah, so, I mean, you're literally, like, just totally immersed in the industry right now. What prevents you from leaning one way to the other, you know what I mean? Because it can be really, you know, as a stylist myself, I mean, I've been engulfed in, I know how it's easy to get pulled one way, right? And so what keeps you focused and not, you know, going off, rearing off, where you essentially might have to be accountable for some of the stuff you would have done, you know what I mean?
Right,
so to speak.
I'm human, man.
Yeah,
I'm human. So of course I'm gonna go through different things to make me want to drift off all type of ways. But I got a village behind me.
Yeah.
I got people behind me that actually love me and care
that.
what I'm doing.
Yeah, I love that.
You know what I'm saying? So that keeps me focused and keep me like, okay, yeah, like you got a mission. I feel like we all are trying to tell a story, whether it be through styling, whether it be through acting, whether it be through music, whatever. We all just trying to tell a story. We're trying to tell who we are in the most artistic way. And yeah, man, I feel like that's what keeps me going, man. And I got a mama behind me that's not gonna have nothing.
Shout out to there you go.
Yeah, the mama behind me that's not gonna play like that. So,
Yeah. So how did it feel when Mom Dukes did Mom get it automatically? You know, did she get your music automatically, or it was something that happened where she was like, my son pretty good? Like, what was that?
Moms used to write my rhymes. I was rapping in church. Yeah. My mother was a poet.
That's what's up.
My mom was a poet. So I remember back in the day, like we used to rap at the church. Me and my brother was my hype man. I'd be in the church rapping or whatever. Yeah. And my mom would sit down and cohesively go over everything with me.
For sure.
So even now, like when she hears certain things, she like, I taught you that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I taught you that.
Shout out to Mom.
Yeah, I think she's definitely the leading force behind that.
Yeah. So we asked this to the guy Chase before in terms of, and we asked this to Miss Jones over there. Top 5. You got to give me a top 5.
My top 5 is definitely Big, Jay, Nas, Lauren Hill, and DMX.
Lauren, shout out to Lauren Hill. She finally got her flowers. No, people don't give her flowers like she deserves.
I love that you put Lauren Hill even in that lineup.
Oh, for sure.
With the fellas.
Yeah, for sure.
Because a lot of times when you ask people their top 5, they never say women.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Oh, no doubt. I love Lauren. Like, I remember Lauren, she was my child. I remember being in the shelter and my mom had like this nervous breakdown. And it was just that time for me. You know what I'm saying? That time, that's 98. That's when Lauren was killing them. You know what I'm saying? Either 98, what was it, 99, 98? It was around that area. And she was really like that motivation. I mean, she
Ready
was
or
talking
not.
about something. Yeah,
for sure.
You know? She gave us that power. She made you happy whether you was a man or you was a female. She made us happy to be black at that time. You know what I'm saying? She had a different message, and I definitely appreciate Miss Lauren Hill. Shout out to her.
No doubt. Who inspires you when you wake up and you start to write? Who's that you turn on the radio and it's like, I gotta start to write?
Oh man, I feel like it's the underground cats that really inspire me, because if you listen to the music nowadays, there's no shot to anybody. But you listen to the music, everybody's just, it's like a broken record. Everybody's doing the same thing. So a lot of these underground cats are really bringing something different to the table. Of course, you got the Kendricks, the J. Coles, the Vince Staples. I like brothers that's talking about something, man. So they definitely inspire me. But life is the greatest teacher and my greatest inspiration.
As I hear you talk, I can hear the passion and the conscientiousness of what you're saying. You know what I mean? I hear from your mom. I hear the church. I hear, you know, all of those things. Are any of that is what you apply to your lyrics when you write?
Absolutely. I got a lot of, like, if you listen to my music, I'm telling a story. I'm talking about where I'm from, and I'm not gonna sugarcoat who I am, because a lot of people will run from coming from the church or run from coming from that. I'm not gonna do that, because that's who I am and that's the story I'm telling. Even though as I've gotten older, there's different things that I've adopted into my lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? I'm never gonna stray away from where I came from. So that's definitely in the music.
And one more point, you mentioned about how you have a village. There's a lot of rappers, one specifically Kanye, that they say that after his mom, when that happened, you know, he didn't have that. You just mentioned on how you're not going to stray away. You feel as though, because right now you're immersed in this, you know, with the Hollywood life. Your village is keeping you to where you know what not to do from what you've seen. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, as we grow, all we're gonna do is evolve into different things, and there's gonna be different things that's gonna come along the journey to not only learn from it, we're gonna grow from it. You know, so I feel for the brother Kanye because a lot of times I see that and I can't think what I would do if something happened to my mom at this junction. So I think a lot of times we talk about, but we don't talk about how powerful, especially us brothers that grew up in households where our dad wasn't there.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? All we had was mom.
Yeah.
So when I see the brother, it's like I see a lot of myself in him, oddly, because there was something that was missing for us, and I see that in him. And as far as straying away from it, all I could do is do my best. All I could do is get up every morning and just try to strive to do something greater than I did the day before. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's what keeps me going, and what I try to strive and stay on that course.
I love it. You know, good people. Where Chase at? Shout out to Chase bringing all these good folks in here, man. I like you.
He just snuck
man.
off.
I like you know. So let's talk. My guy just jumped in, and so I want to talk a little bit about. So we talked about your music. I'm trying to walk the audience through kind of like your journey, right? So we talked a lot about your music. I want to talk a little bit about what got you into the acting piece. What motivated you to start to say, you know what, I want to test my acting chops.
I remember being in 8th grade and doing theater arts, and I was like, I love this. I ended up getting kicked out the classes. I was like, I was a different type of kid, but you know what I mean? But I remember being in 8th grade and doing that. Then in 2016, my boy came to me with his film called Something's Gotta Give. He wanted to do a short film. And we did it. It was him. It was my boy Moray. It was a couple different cats from the neighborhood out in Spring Lake, North Carolina, and we was working on that. But in 2017, that's when I was rapping online, and a brother approached me through a DM and was like, "Yo, you remind me of Big," and they casting for Big, Puff, and Pac, and he sent it to me. At first, I thought it was a scam, so I wasn't gonna do it. Yeah, sure. But eventually I did it, and just seeing that the people called me back, I was like, wow, you know what I mean? I may have a future in this. Yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's funny that they actually called me back, because I was looking at the other day, and I said, I don't know what they seen, but they seen something. You know what I'm saying? And I was able to go there and do that, man. And I've been inspired ever since to just keep that pumping too, man. So I just love art, man. I love being an artist, and I love being about this life, and I believe that it's possible for anybody, and that's what kind of,
Yeah, man. I got so many questions, but I want to continue on this journey, because I think showing where your music is, then getting into. Have you acted before?
Acted before
this whole documentary and
the film, the short film.
Yeah,
I acted in that, but that wasn't, that was just something we was doing in the neighborhood. So I kind of had the bug then, but I really got the bug when that first audition came about.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Now, you got so walk me through it. You got the script, right? And how did you embody Big? Like, you're talking about probably even Jay said, who's the best MC, Biggie, Jay-Z, and Nas, right? In his thing, right? And so you're literally, probably embodying one of the greatest of all times, right? Arguably the greatest of all time, right? You know what I'm saying? And so how did that feel?
To kind of get into the character, man, I wanted to go back and listen to him talk. I wanted to watch interviews and stuff like that. I didn't get the chance to talk to his family, and that's something I really wanted to do. As I was sitting here listening to Taniqua talk about TJ, it's like, man, like, I wish I had that opportunity to speak to them, but they didn't have anything. They couldn't have anything to do with the project because it was a lawsuit still out with LA, and they can't touch anything that's talking about the case. So I just had to go back. The few people I was able to talk to, I was able to talk to Easy Mo B. He was one of Big's first producers. I was able to talk to Funk Flex. He was actually in the series. He came to my trailer, and the brother was very genuine when he was talking and passionate. He was so passionate that when he was talking about Big, he started tearing up, and I was like, wow, like, you know what I'm saying? These are people I'm kind of, you know what I mean? I can't let them down. But after the series finally came out, that's when, like, people start responding. CJ Wallace responded, Tiana Wallace, and they was sharing it, putting up in their stories and stuff like that. So they were showing me mad love.
Yeah.
Word.
So you did them good. Yeah, for sure.
I guess that I did. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely did them good.
Appreciate it.
If the family sharing, that's saying that you gave them a nod and you did them right. And I think you know, one of the things that happens is there's a lot of biopics and, you know, these docs that come out and try to tell the narrative or tell the story of whatever artist it is, and they don't do it justice.
Right.
And it kind of makes them this caricature instead of like truly showing who this person is. And so you must have bought it. I can't wait to see it now. You know,
Yeah,
I literally can't wait to see it.
Man.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
Now, when you got this script, you started performing. Is one, I think I seen on your IG, it was a deleted scene, which was probably what literally launched who Big was.
Oh man.
You know, and you, I had to look twice because I thought it was Big. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was him.
Yeah.
You know, so how was that experience in that particular scene?
Oh man, that was dope.
Yeah.
You know it was crazy, man. There was so much stuff in that series that really could have done some things to kind of catapult a lot of the stuff, but to really bring that's who Big was, man. And it was deleted scenes, so it's not in there. It's stuff that we can't see because it wasn't able to get cleared. Yeah. So it's like, but yeah, man, just being able to get on that stage. When I got on that stage, man, I just wanted to represent. I wanted to represent. I had listened to the freestyle. And it's crazy because if you listen underneath the vocals, I was live with it, right?
Yeah, I heard.
Like, I was live. Sure, like even though they put the I was rapping as and the crowd was going nuts that day. Yeah. But we really rocked that joint. But just getting into those shoes, man, doing the performances, we did that. We did another performance, and we also was writing our own lyrics. Chase came in there and was writing some of Biggie's lyrics too because we had to do that. We had to do like some remakes and stuff. So
no doubt. Yeah, for sure. Now you literally had to learn a lot of his music. You know, how hard was that?
I knew it though. You know what I'm saying? Like I knew it
for sure.
A lot of it I had already knew, so it was like it felt like second nature. I remember in the audition when they was like, "All right, bust that rhyme," like, you know what I'm saying. I came forward with the "Who Shot You," and I looked at their faces. I looked at their faces. I was like, "Oh yeah, we might got that in the bag." But yeah, man, like I definitely knew a lot of his music already. There's still some. I actually worked with his family recently. In the metaverse, we did something. We was bringing Big to the metaverse, so I kind of did like the movements and stuff like that for him. I got the call from that state, and we did the movements. And there was a few songs that they was playing. I was like, I don't know this one, you know what I mean? So I had to actually get back in my bag and learn a few more of his rhymes. But it's always dope, man. Big was a great storyteller, a great lyricist, and he was definitely somebody to listen to.
Yeah. I got to talk about, because, you know, now I'm in my fashion bag, right? I got to talk a little bit about the gear, right? Because, you know, Big, black and ugly as ever. However, I stayed Gucci down to the side. So the wardrobe, right? How did it feel to get in a lot of that historic wardrobe that's still classic today? I mean, he literally, if you want to say somebody who made Gucci, he did that.
Yeah, definitely.
You can't, no one else. He made that, you know, that brand. So how was it to get in, you know, those styles, that fashion? Yeah.
Man, some of that stuff was so baggy on me, man. I was like, yo, that's why when TMZ called me the Weight Watch is Big, I wasn't even mad at him.
What?
Like, I can't fit this shit anyway. So it's like, but yeah, man, we had a great, we had some great stylists in the building. Shout out to Rahima Yoba. She definitely did her work because she came from back then in that era when that fashion was, you know what I'm saying, prevalent. So she came forth and did an amazing job putting us in it. And then she was so connected to me and my boy Mark that played Tupac, because every time we looked like the person, she was like, oh, she started snapping pictures and stuff. So it was like, you know, a lot of people were so connected to that. So even there was times where we got on set and Rahima would look and be like, that's not right. So she would take us back in the wardrobe trailer, and we would have to do it all. You know what I mean? She put the stitchings to get it right, man. She was very serious and passionate about bringing those characters to life through the fashion, man. So shout out to Rahima Yoba.
Shout out to gotta give her some props, because I think oftentimes, especially as a stylist, right, wardrobe, especially as a costume designer, you don't necessarily get we're behind stage, we're backstage,
Right,
behind the
right.
scenes, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think a lot of the stylists get their just desserts.
Mm-hmm.
So I love to amplify those names, those
Yeah,
stylists
yeah,
who
for
really
sure.
out there working.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So shout out to June too. I kind of figure who everyone follow her lead. But in any she's June Ambrose, right? But in any event, we got the acting, we got the music, we got the acting. What's next for you?
Hopping in that producing, director chair, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Me and Chase actually putting together a few different things too, as far as hopping in that, because I want to give opportunities to some people too.
Sure.
I feel like this is a very weird industry that we're in.
Yeah.
It's so weird, man. It's so Hollywood and just not. And I feel like there's some great talent out there, man. It's like some underdogs that I'm cheering for.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? So we gonna hop in that chair. We gonna work that out. Of course, like you said, the music. Me and Taniqua, we working on the peace, love, and hip hop.
Okay. Yeah,
So
for sure.
yeah, that's gonna be some different concerts and talking about the mental health and hip hop
There you go.
and stuff like that. So we got a lot of different things coming right now.
That part.
Yeah,
The
for
mental
sure.
health. Like it's almost like how with sports, like you don't prepare for what's to come. It's like you take a kid out the ghetto, they get all this fame, and then like even with Ja Morant, like he's showing a gun that you don't even know how long he showed it, and now they try and take his career away. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's little things like you said on the mental health, on how to help the the ones that's coming in, because they're not prepared for it.
Our coach is so toxic, yo. It's so much toxicity in it, and it's so much, like you said. But there's so much that we come from in these neighborhoods. Like, people don't know what it's like to be a Ja Morant and have both of your parents and be looked at like, oh, you're this, you're that. And he may have felt like he had to fit in with some people or something like, you know what I mean? So there's a different life that you adopt, and people are just not giving him that grace. They're acting like he's not human no more.
Right.
You know what I mean? Kyrie Irving, like shit. Like, people would try to downplay you for trying to find who you are.
Right.
You know what I mean, a lot of us are lost in this, and we're trying to find who we are. So don't downplay these brothers. Like, talk to them, pull them to the side. When I seen all these people on these different blogs and stuff and TV talking about no, call them. You Shaq, you a black man, you know what I'm saying? The other people, you black, call that brother. Don't get on TV and embarrass him. Like, don't do that.
100%. And that's one of the things that we kind of mention, and we try to keep in the forefront of saying, like, yo, what's happening is you have like people that's become the gatekeepers, right? And they don't want to bring people up and show you, take them under the wing, like, yo, that wasn't a good look. This is what you do. Like, and honestly, what I tend to say too is also like, who the people you got around you? Who the people you got around you? Because if you had some thorough people around you, they would have been like, nah, don't do that. Like, nah.
Right. Come to his aid.
Sure.
Come to his aid. I see a lot of them are talking about, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people are talking about the people that he's hanging with. And, like, that goes right back to what I'm talking about. Like, you never know how he was raised, and he felt like he had to be cool. He felt like he had to have, you just never know. We don't know because he's not talking about it, but just pull him to the side, man. Like, even when people in this industry, a lot of y'all have gone through the same things. So pull these people to the side and talk to them, man. They're your brothers, they're your sisters. Pull them to the side, like, because we got a lot of catching up to do, and it's going to take the village to do so.
There you go. Yeah, we the village, definitely the village. Shout out to Eli. Eli said, wow, culture is toxic.
The
Deep
twins.
True, that's right. They in the building, man. Yeah, they tune in. And I always get them their flowers. But yeah, they talking about the culture. And now, I mean, she actually gave me an excellent transition to start to talk about tomorrow.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about that and how we're not talking about Chase right now. I got my guy, he right behind me. Here you go. Where you at? Here you go. There you go. Hey. Where you at? He right there. Hey. You already know. And so let's talk a little bit about tomorrow and, how you got looped into this, and show love to the guy.
Oh, man. Chase is my brother. You know what I'm saying? So Chase called me and said that he wanted to do something out here because he knew I was in the Wu-Tang series, and also we worked on some music with DJ No Frills, Chase Flow, 87. You know what I'm saying? We worked on some Wu-Tang cuts, so we gonna play all that music. as well as sit down and talk to Eli and Lou and everybody else. What's the brother named Floyd? Floyd Marshall.
Floyd Marshall.
Yeah, we're gonna sit down with them and we're gonna talk about this Wu-Tang legacy as well as the Wu-Tang American Saga and the music that we're playing and you know what I mean, whatever else they talking about. We just here for the ride, man. We definitely wanted to support the cause because we think it's great. And this goes hand in hand almost with peace, love, and hip-hop. So
for sure.
we definitely here to do that.
Yeah. I just want to take this time to talk about the arts real quick, man, because I think that's another thing that's literally are getting overlooked and becomes an outlet for people, right? And so when you talk about like just hip-hop, when you talk about what we're doing right here, literally that's the arts, right? And they have been taking a lot of this out in the schools, but recently, like shout out to Dobbins and a couple other places, they started putting little pieces back in the schools. How important is that, do you believe, when it comes to incorporating like the arts back into like the high schools and the schools? Yeah.
Man, it's super important because so many of us have to find our artistic value. And within art, we find a lot about who we are. There's some hidden gems inside us that we don't even know. So, of course, like Chase was talking to me about, there's a school out here, they didn't have, like, a music teacher. And I was like, when we was coming up, we had the music teacher. We had these different things that we need that because it helps mold young people. It helps shape our mind on how to actually go out here and chase something that gives us something to look forward to, especially from our community. We definitely need all of that. We need all the help we can get through fashion, through you know what I mean, designing, music, everything, man. Sport, like there's so much more to us than just grabbing a mic and dunking a ball. So we just gotta find one. We gotta tap into that.
Yeah, they just want us to shut up and dribble.
Yeah, like, we're not gonna do that. Yeah,
Never gonna do that.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, we winding down. We getting to the end, man, because you gotta lace with something special, man. You gotta do something special.
I got one more
yeah,
question.
for sure. Holla at me.
What do we do all this for, y'all? At the end of the day, what do we do it all for? We all passing by. All our time here is temporary. I'm gonna ask you that question. What are you doing it for?
I love that. You know what I'm saying? I love that.
Yeah.
We're doing it for the future. We're doing it for the people that's coming up under us. All of us in here, we all have found these different talents to be radio
Paving the way.
producers. We paving the way. Yeah. That's what we're here for. We're paving the way for the people that's coming after us, just like Martin did, just like Malcolm did.
For us.
We found a different way to do it, and we're doing it. We're paving the way for people that's coming up right after us and aspire to do this, like the ODB, like everybody that's aspiring to do what we do. We're paving the way and we're showing them something different, something positive. So,
Yeah.
What about you? What you think?
Yeah.
No, I agree with you. Don't turn it on. Yeah, that's real. But because it's already had, the folks before us did it for us, and that's why we're able to do everything that we're doing right here today for that reason. And to you, Tanique, when we were talking to you about your dad, and you say, well, and Charles said there'll never be another one, and you say you see some people and you're like, okay, I see a little bit of him in that person, but don't ever feel like it's, sometimes we jump to the negative, so don't feel like it's somebody trying to steal his style. Think of it as comforting, like they loved him just as much as I did, because a lot of people look up to him, a lot of people loved him, and a lot of people probably like, hey, that's where they got the inspiration from.
Their person and who they are, their craft.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Absolutely.
So when you see that, just smile. Don't be mad.
Like sometimes I see it and I'm like, okay. Some people are like, but then some people are like, yeah, it's beautiful because it's actually, that's the legacy. It's being passed.
It is.
Legacy.
And 30 years down the line, like, who's ODB? And then those people, the youth, they can come up and they be like, okay, this is who ODB is.
Yep.
And that's what we just want to teach the youth, because you ask a lot of people, they're like, they don't know who you say, they wear that W. They don't understand exactly who they are. So when you actually see the youth and they actually can explain to you who they are, who ODB is, I'm like, all right, we did our job.
Yeah.
We did it. So, yeah.
Well, that was one thing about.
Come on. That's my guy. Listen, that was my guy, because you talking about somebody who didn't give a fuck. No, right? There you go. He ain't giving.
That's another thing.
Yeah,
Even
for
that, the unapologetic.
There you go.
The rappers who came later was like, oh, it's cool to be authentic.
Yeah.
You know, why try to fit in when you was born
That's
to fit
right.
out?
Everything down to his hair.
Well, no, it was an interview. Somebody was trying to interview him, and he was just walking down, and they wanted to ask him a question, and he looked at them. He was like, "You know, I'm not a good storyteller." He's like, "Don't interview me because you know I'm gonna say some crazy stuff." So he just kept on walking. I was just like, "My father is crazy."
I saw your dad back in the day. I think they was down at like Miami, and you know how the old MTV, like they would be, everybody be coming up, and he was just doing him.
Yep.
It was just something that was like, yo. You feel like that's your cousin. You feel like that's
how
you know
he
what I
is.
mean?
Yep.
It always just felt
Yeah,
good.
you just never knew what he was gonna say. That's what
Yeah.
you be like, what he gonna say today?
Yeah.
Said what
I
he
don't know what
want.
you gonna get.
Hey, he
Just
said,
sad.
but I like that, and you're like that too, man. You're unapologetic about your art. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I appreciate. And so just kind of winding this down, I'm gonna throw you the curveball too. You know what I mean? So I want you to tell me the one thing, because we like to get the exclusive on We Talk Weekly, man. She kind of pulled back on us though. Man. You know what I mean? We like to get something like, yo, nobody else got that, right? But when it comes to the one thing nobody else knows about you, that you could tell us right now, what would that be?
Exclusive.
Oh man. You know what? I have no idea, man. What don't people know about me?
Look at her like, yeah, I better know.
I think everybody know everything about me. All my people know. Yeah, man, I don't know.
It's one thing. It's one thing out there that you
I
can.
don't know.
Yeah, some people say, all right, give me a Snapple fact about you or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Dang. I really don't.
Hidden talent.
Hidden talent. I'm a great kisser.
Oh. well.
That's hidden.
No doubt.
He said it.
Now you know.
Yeah.
Chase said, "If you know, you know."
No doubt.
Okay.
And so, but yeah, man, we just want to say thanks for coming to the show, man. Give you a round of applause for that. So, why don't you tell everybody how, we can get in contact with you and all that good old stuff.
You can find me on all social media platforms at I am Wavyy Jonez. That's IAMWAVYYJONEZ. That's on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all of that.
All right, no doubt. I don't want y'all going nowhere because we gonna twist his arm a little bit. I'm gonna
Yeah,
cut
yeah.
to a little break real quick, a little, break, a little highlight. And we gonna get him set up because I want to hear him get at least a Sweet 16. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. You know what I'm saying? You can handle this with that. Yeah. All right, he gonna dig in his bag. There you go. So I don't want you to go nowhere. Let's put some. We gonna put Spark back up there. We'll be right back after this, y'all. Holla.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got my guy in. He did an excellent interview. I want y'all to make
We
sure
we,
that y'all.
we do it when we
So every now and then
when
we
we-
do it. Yeah,
when
we
we
got
work- when it's worth it. Yeah, I mean, we do it when it's worth it.
When it's worth it. When it's certain. I better not say that. They gonna start getting calls on her. Yo, what you saying? I wasn't. You ain't asked me. No, but for the shit, I already know what's going to happen. You know what I mean? But like it is what it is. Real recognized real all day, and I appreciate this guy. We're gonna have him jump on. We might have a turn. My guy Chase just jumped on. Like, yo,
Chase about to kill it,
listen.
man. Inspiration.
I just don't do music. You know what I mean? He went in his bag, threw on his cape. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna see how super he is.
Uh-oh.
You know what I'm saying, my guy. So hold on, let's turn it. We doing Who Shot You? Oh man. Let's let's turn him on. Huh?
Oh boy.
There we go.
Oh.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Philly, y'all. We in the building.
Yo. Listen, Yo, I'm a dream, all that hatred is building my self-esteem up. I die, they gon' find me a tomb like King Tut's. I'm a pharaoh. Been on both sides of the barrel. Now I shoot for the stars and keep my eyes on the sparrow. Living my day-to-day on the grind. Time to shine, feeling vacant. I've awakened the inner truth of my mind. Fast forward the greatness, you can't stop the rewind. So ahead of my time, my chair already recline. Tilling my bills paid, the feeling is real brave. Jump over the hurdles of mountains and steel blades. Heart throb never, gotta keep it together. Always got an umbrella ready for rainy weather. Sound the alarm, no stopping, let's get it on. It's the property of the privacy. Privately we can mourn the competition. Yo, it all starts with a vision. You can make it out, you just gotta make a decision.
Yo!
Oh! Here we go. Let's turn it around. Here we go.
Mr. C Flow, yeah. You're looking at a great man in the making. Greatness, don't say I ain't told you when I make it. I took my chances in October in a little fear on the flight to LAX to make it out of here. Yeah, I got dreams like the next man. The difference is with me, I ain't the next man. I'm my own man who got his own vision to play it smart but be a beast like the X-Man. I'm from a city on the east called Philly, but won't fall for the okie doke that quickly. Some of us nice but heads puffed up like Diddy. So that life in Hollywood ain't really all that new to me. Listen, they pump faking, I'll take it to the rack. At least I have a better chance for getting contact. And I'd rather pave my own way with my own hands than to smut to these labels like a one night stand. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's your man C-Flow on the microphone. They already know what we in here for. No need to clutch your purses or lock your car door. I fall from a lane and I don't spit corruption. A need for the pep talks, a brief introduction. They love the kids flow. You never see me boasting and don't do the dope, but I'm the best thing smoking. Flow so potent, grinding so focused, and that's only to keep the buzz and streets talking. I gotta keep these haters, pigs and snakes off me. And everybody out there that know I ain't a softy. Look, I ain't no clout to go either make ends even. I spit hard through my bars to get clout neither. Look, I ain't gotta get in the details. Just know like Lorenz Tate, I'm using the ink well. I feel like a rapper season 1. Wu-Tang forever. Shout out to the guys. We out here. Wavyy Jonez, Chase Flow. Let's go. We talk weekly. Let's get it.
There you go. There you go. Look. There you go. Get a round of applause for that. So this is how we do here when you come to We Talk Weekly. We just have fun. We like to have fun in the studio, man, because this is how you create. This is how, you get the energy. This is how you become positive, and this is how you create a vibe where we start to network and connect. Ladies and gentlemen, this was a dynamic show, man. Let's go round robin. Let me tell you. All right, Spark, why don't you give me one thing that you either learned today or you excited for, whatever, and then we're going to close this thing out. Holla at me. You're going to pass it around. Pass him around.
Black excellence.
Ooh, there you go. There you go. Who next? There you go.
What I learned today?
Yeah. Or what you excited for. Give me something.
What I learned today, unity.
All right, lady, let's start holla at me.
I just... Can you hear me?
Yeah.
This thing on?
Yeah, it's on.
Check 1, check 2.
Yeah, it's on.
I just want to let both of these brothers know I can also do what you can do, but I can do it better.
International Women's History Month, ain't it? Don't play. Right now. I'm listening.
That's hilarious. They was. You see they faces.
That's funny.
That's because
he said, okay, bars, no doubt.
That's because is Eli Lou still watching?
Yeah, no doubt. That's
because I'm a good actor. See, they know that. I had y'all going.
No doubt. Absolutely. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. All right, come on, Wavy, holla at me. Yeah, come on. What you tell? Give me one thought for the day. Holla at me.
Oh man, let me hear myself.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm always excited to be around our people. Around doers and people that strive to do great things, man. So I'm excited to have came. I was really tired, But y'all energy just brought me back to life.
For sure,
man. I'm excited to be amongst all of y'all.
No doubt. And one thing that we say on the show, man, once you come to the show, you're always welcome, man, because, you know, you become a friend to the show. So that means you family now. We talk weekly. Anytime you come through, holla at us, pull up. Oh, my God, holla at me, Chase. You already know.
Look, she said unity. I'm going to say community. You know what I mean? It's important. You know, we all need each other. You know what I'm saying? So that whole community is everything. So shout out to We Talk Weekly, Stace. You know what I mean? Lady Sparkle, you know what I'm saying? My good brother Charles, you know what I mean? Just for having us. You know what I mean? This is everything. So we appreciate y'all.
Man.
We out here. Vampires, Wu-Tang. Greg Nice, you know what I'm saying? We got the legend. Greg Nice on the live right now. We out here, man. Thank God for hip hop, man.
Hip hop saves lives.
Hip hop saves lives, yes. We out here, man.
No doubt. Okay, let me find out Greg Nice. Greg N-I-C-E. Driving on Peso. Not for a fee. Man, that was my guy right there, man. I'm trying to tell you, man.
Shout out to the legend.
Legends of hip hop. You already know. And so, come on, my guy in the hip and quiet. Just leave us out with something. Let me turn this around, you know.
How y'all doing?
Give us a thought. Give us something. Take us out with something.
Health as well.
That's right.
Being healthy is the most important thing. And start reading more, y'all. They removing the books. The books are changing on Amazon and all the places that you go. Start reading. Go get the hard copies. Go to the library. Get your books up. Educate yourself.
There you go. That works. That works. Educate yourself. That works.
Education.
So one more time, tell us how they can get in contact with you and tell us about tomorrow real quick so we can, you know, have everybody come out and support, you know.
Yeah, man. Like I said, you can get at me. I am Wavyy Jonez. I am WAVYY That's on all social media platforms. We got music out there, so type in Wavyy Jonez. You can find some great music. Tomorrow, March 22nd, we actually going to be at the CEC building with Chase with Matters Music Group, the Film Factory, the twins Eli and Lou, Taniqua Jones, Wavyy Jonez, we in the building. We going to shut it down. Peace, love, and hip-hop. Thank God for hip-hop. And yeah, man, we coming to do it real big.
I love it. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy Charles Gregory with the beautiful
Classy Lady Sparkle.
And the beautiful
Lady Esther.
And the beautiful
Taniqua Jones.
And my guy.
Flow, tell him where the hook.
There you go. You already my guy.
Wavyy Jonez.
And my guy. And of course, your boy, We Talk Weekly, your boy Charles Gregory in the building, man. This is how we do it. We do it every day. Where we at? We in the building right here. Hey, so don't go nowhere, y'all. We Talk Weekly. We finally out here like last year, man. Deuces.
Hey, what's up, you guys? It's your girl Lauren Sizzle, and you are now tuned in to one of the hottest talk shows in the nation. We Talk Weekly's After the Talk.
I'm Classy Lady Sparkle. You want to binge listen to our shows? Follow the We Talk Weekly's podcast on iHeartRadio, iTunes, and Spreaker.
What up, folks? This your boy Charles Gregory. Make sure to follow us on all our socials at We Talk Weekly.
Hey, y'all, it's your girl Lily. So make sure you keep it locked to We Talk Weekly on 106.5 FM.